Welcome back to the QORcast. Today we got another amazing week of esports news, and by that, not really much is happening. Um, but I have an interesting topic that I thought I'd bring up about the general gaming landscape over. This is kind of since the last pandemic, and maybe we're coming up on another one, so it'll have a resurgence. But I'm talking about the genre of games known as friend slop. If you're unfamiliar with this genre of games, I would say it kind of started with Lethal Company, where it's
I love Lethal Company.
There's so much fun.
okay. I don't want to make it sound like I'm shitting on Lethal Company because I like Lethal Company a lot as well.
I actually don't
But-
like it that much, to be fair. I
Oh,
lied.
but- I guess Sadek's just a pathological liar. But
I just wanted to put Danny in an awkward position.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But so if you don't know what Lethal Company is, it's a roguelike game where you go into one place, do some task, and in this game's case, you grab items and you bring them back to your spaceship. But since that game came out, and it's a really basic game. The textures aren't like it looks like a PS2 game. Very simple, not lots going on. There's some interesting stuff with the AI, but like there's a lot of stuff that has come since that I think is interesting to talk about because you would have thought that after the COVID era that this genre of game would have faded out, but it seems like there's so many indie developers that are just like, let's make a fucking game that has one gameplay mechanic and make a whole game based off of it and put them out. It seems like once a month. The one that provoked me to want to talk about this is the new one Far Far West where you're cowboys, and then also Gamble with Your Friends has come out, which is another friend slop game. So what are your guys' thoughts on friend slop?
I don't really have any friends, so it's kind of hard for me to
Yeah,
put this.
I
This. I think they're fun, but the issue is with it is that it's not a long-lasting thing, right? It's definitely we're gonna play it, we're gonna be hooked onto it for a week, and then not touch it for a few months. Major patch drops, we'll play it for a little bit, and then get dropped again. I feel like that's the cycle of this friend slop thing. Again, we're not shitting on it, but it is like
No, I'm shitting
Kinda
on
crazy.
it. It's fine.
No, I'm shitting on it.
It's kind of big.
Pretty bad.
It is pretty. It is getting a lot bigger. Is it good? It's good for the sense of indie developers because it is just basically all indie developers who are making these, and they're nice to an extent. But yeah, there's like a new one. It feels not even every month. It feels like every week there's like a new one, right? I would, I want to shit on it, yes, but it's also like just because indie developers are making it, just like a few people sometimes, or like a very small group of people that are making it. So I can't really shit on it, but I understand the concept of it, right?
It's an easier format to make. My problem is obviously it's great for indie developers, but let's actually look at it from an overall perspective, right? I think video games are losing the art of storytelling. And this is a big problem because every game these days just has to be multiplayer. It has to be friend slop or it has to be like online. I miss when you can have like good single player games or even games like It Takes Two or Split Fiction. There's not enough of those. Like good multiplayer games with actual story to them. You know what I mean? I feel like those don't come up enough, and that's like almost an art that we're losing because everything is just friend slop this, friend slop that. Because these games are generally, at least I'd assume they're easier to make because there's not really a huge focus on like graphics or anything of the sort, and obviously there's no storytelling. So I think that's something that I personally miss a lot, the stories in games. But obviously, that's just my opinion.
It is like that. It is pretty annoying just due to the fact that, yeah, there's not as many single player games that are being popped out anymore, right? Or a lot of just story driven games, right? I mean, the biggest one that recently came out that I can think of was Pragmata. That one was huge, like single player.
Yeah, but that's a
really well.
AAA game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in the sense of like, that's also what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
It was that. Then it was just Resident Evil. Like those are the last two, I think, big single player that came out this year. If that's that I can think of right now. I could be blanking on another one.
I mean,
But
last
yeah,
year you could talk about Expedition 33.
Yeah, last year Expedition 33 like blew the whole thing out of the park, and I think it's also the fact is, I think people just are done paying $60 for a game. I think that's also the biggest thing, right? It's kind of like you have to be really, really hooked into the series or into the game to pay 60, 70, or even crazy enough, $80 for a video game, right? A lot of these friend slop ones, like they're no more than like $20. It's a quick
Or they're free.
$20. Yeah, or for free. It's $20 or free. Like no, that's I think that's also the biggest grasp when it comes to this kind of genre, which that's why a lot of people are hooked onto it. I know a lot of people are to be 90% of gamers, they're broke. End of the day, right?
It's funny you speak of that, because my next point that I wanted to bring up was, do you think, now this isn't just a Riot Games thing, but I'm going to kind of pin it on Riot Games. Do you think the rise of competitive free-to-play games has ruined the gaming market? Because I feel like there are so many people that, like, if the game isn't free, they won't play it. And I mean, like, I get, like, if you're broke and stuff, but I feel like with, like, Riot Games really pushed this, because there were a lot of competitive games that were not free before that have since gone to free to play. So if you think of Rocket League, that used to be a $20 game, or Rainbow Six used to be a full price game, $60. But Riot Games comes along with League of Legends first, and then Valorant, and like Counter-Strike used to be, it was $20. It wasn't a $60 game, but now Counter-Strike has gone free to play. So now I feel like those kinds of games have almost like ruined the market, because people are now like, oh, well, why would I play this if I could play this for free and not have to commit to it? And then also, they're all for, but like, it would be stupid to make like a free to play linear story game that's not monetized in some way. Like, that just doesn't work.
No in-game purchases or anything.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's like an unreasonable ask. But I feel like the existence of so many free to play competitive games has kind of ruined the market for making not that you need to make a AAA level story-based game, but like a lot of these friend slop games, if they're not free, I would say they're usually not even $20. A lot of them are less than 10. Like, it's like $5. So I feel like
wasn't what's the one we mentioned at the beginning? Forgot the name.
Company.
Lethal Company was
Lethal Company. Isn't that cheap as hell?
I think like when it launched, it was like $15 or something, but it is like
so it's like $5 now.
Yeah, it's like highly unlikely that you don't find that game on sale. Like, that game is on sale 99% of the time. So like, it's almost, I feel like the modern landscape of either free-to-play or cheap multiplayer games is creating this generation of gamers who are unwilling to spend money on like higher quality, not higher quality products, but like, I guess more immersive products that aren't competitive games. And it's kind of making developers get put in a tough spot where it's like, well, why would we spend all this money to make a single player game or that is story driven and is high quality if all people want to play is either like they don't want to fork over the money for something, or they're just like, we want multiplayer.
I understand your thought process, but for example, if you ever think of a game that's game of the year, like you ever think of a game of the year category, a game that would like sweep it, right? You never think of a friend slop game. It's always just like best multiplayer and that's it, or best community game, right? But when you could think of a game that like truly captivated a year, you never think of a friend slop game. Last year, for example, Expedition 33, Elden Ring when it came out, sweep the entire market. Like everyone knew the second that game came out. Yeah, but
if you also look at the other games that are nominated in that, so like in 2024, Balatro was nominated, and Balatro is $15, but it's got basically 2 of the 3 categories of being a friend slop game. It's not multiplayer, but it is a roguelike and it's cheap. And it's a cheap
indie
game.
But
that's 2 of the 3 for like making it. I think Expedition 33 is different because I don't know, it's not a full price game. It's not cheap.
$50.
It's Yeah, it was like 50 or $40.
50. I think it was $50.
Yeah. I think Expedition 33 is really like an anomaly, to be honest. Like it's a quality game, but like I think if a game like Expedition 33 came out every year, it would not win.
No, that was definitely an anomaly. I'll agree with you on that. It was like very out of the blue. Like I didn't hear about it till that year, basically. I didn't hear about Expedition 33 till that year. And again, it's also the fact is like if you want to be honest, also a lot of AAA companies they're just making shit games recently. Most of the games when they spend like millions and millions of dollars on games, it's just a lot of it is like shit. I think gamers are also tired of that too. I think they have AAA fatigue, is what I would like to say.
I agree.
AAA fatigue is like it's a thing.
In what way though? Like what AAA games are we talking about? I'm not disagreeing.
Every game is starting to feel the same almost. It's like we're gonna take this really popular concept and spin it this way, but essentially you're playing the same game.
Yeah. Like again, for example, Pragmata. That was a pretty unique game in itself, right? I haven't played the game. I've only looked at like synopsis of it and people's opinions on it, but it's been getting crazy reviews. It's a single player game. It's $60, right? So like there is no short things for I would say single player high quality story driven games. That's never gonna die, but I think just a lot of companies are not making are not really putting the concept in right. There's not enough unique ideas is what I will say. So then they just pivot. It's like, oh, we don't have any good ideas.
Like, they're kind of losing identity.
Roguelike. All right, like you know what I mean. I think that's the issue with this market, right? Again, if there was a good single player game, people would play it. You see a lot of YouTubers play it. You'll see Twitch streamers play it. Like there is a market for it, and if you have streamers and if you have streamers and YouTubers playing it, you're gonna have their fans coming and playing it, and they're gonna buy it, right? Again, there's some people that just generally don't want to play multiplayer. They actually just enjoy the single player to them live, or like they like the sim games or like something like that. Like for example, Tomodachi. That game came out and that's been blowing up.
Tomodachi Life, the Nintendo.
Yeah, that game is huge, and that's like literally a soul. Like I don't know how much it is. Tomodachi. I'm actually gonna look this up, but again,
I think it's like
that
40
game
or
is like
$50.
Yeah, again, but that's what I'm saying. It's like that game came out. That's $60 right now. That's a $60 game that like is massive right now on the Switch.
That is though a cheap Nintendo game. Nintendo is selling their games for like $70 usually.
If you want to say that's on the cheaper end,
so
yes.
I mean, I think Nintendo.
cheap by the standards of Nintendo.
I think the issue is a lot of friend slop, like these kind of friend slop, the ones that we're seeing right now that are coming out, they are really a lot of them do just want to make a quick buck, right? I think the last one that was just genuine, I think was Peak. Peak was like the last one I feel like that was a genuine like.
Yeah,
I
think, agree with that.
See, like I think Peak is cool, but like I don't know. For me, like I know a lot of people like Peak, but I feel like I played it the first like couple times and I was like, this is cool. I'm kind of over it. I mean, was it another $7 game? Yes, but it's another multiplayer roguelike. Like it's literally a roguelike. You get items throughout. The map is randomly generated every day. Like I know people like Peak because like I think it's like one of those like lightning in a bottle kind of friend slop games. Like I would put like Repo, Lethal Company, and Peak in that. But like if you look at it like in like a critical and not think of it like sentimentally, like it's not really a game that has that much special stuff going for it, in my opinion.
No, I agree. My thing is like there's not many unique ideas. There's not like there isn't a company like FromSoft who will come out with a new concept every single time, right? There's not like for example Capcom. They came out with like what Resident Evil 9 and then Pragmata. They came out with two banger single player games this year, right? That's like it's again Resident Evil is already a staple name that already has, but the 9 what I've heard has been great reviews. Then Pragmata was also a single player game that came out. That's a new IP, and that came out with great reviews. I think there's just not enough unique ideas, or there's not enough companies that are pushing the unique ideas of it. I think what also was like bringing back to Expedition 33, that whole idea of it being a painting and like a lot of the paintings and a lot of like the lore, the fights, the enemies are unique. Yes, is it a turn-based game? Cool. I like turn-based games. A lot of people don't like it. That's what the biggest thing was turn off for a lot of people. But there's not enough. I think there's also not enough risk. Like you can tell when a game is made by love and care, and you can tell by a game that like Ubisoft would make. You know, like there's money grab ones, and then there's ones where like I actually enjoy this. Like again, FromSoft is one of those rare companies where they just love, and you can see the uniqueness of all their games. I don't know. Danny's a big Souls fan. You can agree that no two games are kind of the same in the sense.
Yeah.
So like that's also the big thing about it. I mean, I'm guessing you played the Resident Evil series, right?
Me?
Yeah.
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 Not
So would
all
you
of
say
them, but more than half of them. Yeah.
so? Like, would you say the games you've played,
Each one is different. Each one
it's
is
different. I think that's
not
the
all of
issue
them are
with it.
great, but each one is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it really depends on like how you're doing it, right? And it's also like I feel like more companies should do it. Like single player games are what made gaming big in the first place. Like a lot of cultural things are made from single player games. Yes, there's a lot of multiplayer games that have some cultural significance, but most of it is single player games. A lot of like, for example, Metal Gear Solid. You don't see games like Metal Gear Solid anymore. Like just the
Yeah.
goofiness of it. I think more companies should hire weird people. They should hire some like just like
Some
genuine
like
weirdos.
strange ass people.
Like
Yeah.
strange. They should hire strange people like Kojima, and like they should hire people like that and just tell them to make a game. I'm telling you, that shit would sell. If they found more weird people like Kojima, gaming single player would be an utmost boom. I think that's what we're missing. We don't have enough weird people running single player games. I think if we get more weird people, we'll be good. But again, is the friend slop genre ever gonna die? I don't think so. I think we're always gonna keep getting one every month.
I think it's saying it's gonna die. I think it's just too easy to make. It's too easy to make. It's accessible to way too many people. It's never gonna die. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where there's another game, it comes, it blows up, it dies, gets replaced by the next, and that cycle just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. But I mean, people enjoy it. I guess it's making money because if it wouldn't be if people wouldn't be making it if money's not being made right now. Shout out to all the friend slop games. And now we have core news. So the second part of the podcast, we have
now,
amazing.
Do we want to start with the bad news or the worst news?
Let's start with the worst news.
The worst news.
Yes. Static, you want to lead it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially parted ways with Note XXD. We couldn't come to an agreement, and he just didn't continue with us next split. I'm joking. He signed with Cloud9. The goat finally got his opportunity in Tier 1. He should have been in Tier 1 a long time ago. I don't think we should have ever had him. But, we did have him, and he won Split 1 with us. Stage 2, maybe not the exact results we wanted, which was the first bad news that I was going to give you. We did get eliminated. We bombed out of playoffs, unfortunately. But congrats to Note. He's going to do great things on Cloud9 in Tier 1. I don't think they can make playoffs anymore, but, for next split, pretty big deal.
There's Esports World Cup that they can qualify for. That's another thing that he's probably going to be playing in. But yeah, I think that's also the big thing is the fact that, again, I think that's in the past year, so we're talking about also last year, that is our 7th pro that has played with Core and has made it to Tier 1. That is
Tier 1 factory
player.
just keeps on producing.
Bro, we just actually keep promoting.
We're a graduation center.
We really are. And it's so funny because at this point, it feels like I think it's so far every stage since stage 3 of last year, we've had at least one player go to Tier 1.
Yeah, last year we sent Cass, we sent Alum, we sent Nerve. We sent Note this year.
I think Timotino was also last year also.
Timotino, well, he was with us before TSM, technically one from TSM, so...
Yeah, he went to TSM, yeah. But again, I think, in general, we're going to count that. We're counting that, by the way. We're counting Timotino. He was on Core. But he is, that's 7 players. I think it's kind of interesting that we keep just producing Tier 1 talent. Again, I know they already announced the whole big...
All eyes on us, what can I say?
Yeah, I know, right?
that was us. Team effort.
You know what's crazy? It's now, imagine if next year's bracket or the way they run esports next year was happening this year. How far we would go. because of how many tier 1 players we've been having promoting, right?
Yeah.
Again, it's interesting to see because now we have stage 3. So stage 2 officially ended. M81. Congratulations to them. Fuck you guys. Yeah, so then we have stage 3. There is no official date for stage 3 yet, right?
No.
There is no stage 3 official date, but again,
First, we have to go through the promotion relegation, see which teams go and stay.
Yeah.
So,
Shopify Gold unfortunately is I think in the relegation. So let's hope
they
they
do
win
have
that.
to fight for their place again.
They do have to fight for relegation, so let's hope they win that out.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the big news. I think we just keep doing it. So
We have
now it's
one
gonna
more
be
piece of core news.
Yes.
And that's gonna lead that one.
Yeah. We also are hosting the pre-Evo event. This is our 3rd year in a row. We've been having a pre-Evo event.
Battle in the desert.
Battle in the desert. So it's a pre-Evo event, Battle of the Desert, back in Vegas. It's going to be on June 25th, so the day before Evo, like we always do. We have it there. It's going to be in the Cinnabar of the Palace Station. Cinnabar, sorry. Cinnabar at Palace Station. So I think that's the same place like last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's the same place it always is.
It's literally the same place, same time. If anybody who was there last year know that literally every single top Tekken player in the world was there.
Yeah.
So they all played it. Again, it's part of the TWT point system. So if you want to play, you play.
Tekken and Street Fighter this year. And Street Fighter.
Yeah, and we're also doing Street Fighter. Don't know how we're going to do that. We're doing 2 games this year. I don't know how that's going to work. Me and Denny, of course, are going to be there. So this year, me and him are going to be there. We're going to be doing that. Unfortunately, Sadek won't be joining us this year.
I'll be there in spirit.
He'll be there in spirit. Yeah. Maybe next year, hopefully.
Whenever you guys are playing and you feel a hand on your shoulder, that's me. And I'll be whispering, give up in your ear.
Or hey, maybe if we qualify for Brazil or China, who knows? Sadek might be there too. That might be a little bit easier. But yeah, that's it. That's the new core news. So make sure to check it out. We're going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of new content we're going to be doing in Evo. If you see us there, let us know. It's in a month and a half as of now. It's May 8th. Yep. So it's in a month and a half Evo. Can't wait. It's going to be exciting. And we'll get to see that. But that is it all for core news this week. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. If you have any topics you want us to talk about or anything, you can spam us on Twitter in the comments down below or anything. Check out the merch at QORgaming.com/shop. And if you have any news,
code QORcast for 10% off.
Code QORcast for 10% off. And if you want any news regarding, if you want to, if you want to check out any news regarding Core, go to Core on Twitter. We have all the updated news over there. And or if you just watch every week, you can watch this episode. So thank you guys for watching, and bye.